Hi guys, so for today our topic and activity is about slope intercept form. So just a quick review class. For slope intercept form, it is in the form y is equal to mx plus b, wherein m is the slope. Remember, for the formula of slope, we have m is equal to rise over run. And for the b is for the y-intercept. And y-intercept is the coordinate or point where it crosses the y-axis. So for example, we have y is equal to 2 over 3x minus 5. Our slope is 2/3 or 2 over 3. And our y-intercept or b is negative 5. Okay, so for the activity for today, the direction is show your complete work. Write the equation in slope-intercept form. Identify the slope and y-intercept. And lastly, graph the equation. So class, I'm going to answer the left side or left column, numbers 1, 3, and 5. And you're going to answer number 2, 4, and number 6. Okay, let's start. For number 1, the given is 3x plus y is equal to 1. Again, class, we have to make this equation in the form y is equal to mx plus b. So, since 3x is on the left, we have to move it on the right side of the equation. So, how are we going to eliminate 3x? So, since this is positive 3x, the opposite is negative 3x. So, we're going to subtract 3x to both sides of the equation. So what's going to happen is that 3x minus 3x is just 0. It will be cancelled. And then bring down y. We have y is equal to, we cannot subtract 1 minus 3x because they are not similar. So what we're going to do is just copy negative 3x. Then since the sign of 1 is positive 1, we're going to put plus 1. Now, y is equal to negative 3x plus 1 is already in the form of y is equal to mx plus b. Now we have to determine what is our m and what is our b. So again, class, m is the number beside x or the coefficient of x. So what's the number beside x? Which is negative 3. So negative 3 is our slope. Okay. And then RB is the constant, which is 1. Okay, class, remember, our slope is rise over run. So since there's no denominator here for 3, so it's automatically as 1. So there's always a denominator of 1. So we have negative 3 over 1. Slope is rise over run, so negative 3 is rise over our run is 1. Okay, now we already solved for the slope, which is m, and the y-intercept, which is b. We can now graph the equation. So we always start with the value of b, which is 1. Where is 1 as the y-intercept? So we can find 1 for the y-intercept here on top of the x-axis. Okay, so again, class, since this is y-intercept, x is always 0. So we have 0, 1. Now, we're going to use the rise over run in order to determine the next point. So since rise is negative 3, are we going up or are we going down? Okay, very good. Since this is negative, we're going down 3 units. So we have 1, 2, 3. And since our run is 1, from this point, we're going to go to the right 1 unit. 1. So this is the next point. Okay. Okay, so again, we're going to do the rise over run, which is negative 3 over 1. So from this point, we're going to go down 3 units. 1, 2, 3, and then go to the right 1 unit. 1. So this is our next point. Okay, so now that we have the points, all we have to do now is connect the dots. So this is the graph of 3x plus y is equal to 1. Now, okay, it's your turn. Try to do this number 2. The given is negative 2x plus y is equal to negative 1. Again, class, we have to do it or make it in the form of y is equal to mx plus b. So since negative 2x is on the left, how are you going to eliminate negative 2x in order to move it to the right side? Okay? So you can pause the video and resume it once you finish number 2. Okay, let's move on to number 3. So the given is 2x minus 3y is equal to 6. Again, class, we have to transform this equation into y is equal to mx plus b. So since we have 2x here, we have to eliminate 2x so that we can move it to the right side. So since this is positive 2x, what's the opposite of positive 2x? Yes, negative 2x. So we're going to subtract 2x to both sides of the equation. Now, 2x minus 2x cancelled. Bring down negative 3y is equal to negative 2x. Sign of 6 is positive, so we're going to write plus 6. Okay, so is this the final answer? Not yet, because remember, class, we have to eliminate negative 3. How are we going to eliminate negative 3? Okay, very good. We have to divide both sides and all the terms with the coefficient of y, which is negative 3. Okay, so negative 3 divided by negative 3 is simply 1. So we're going to put here y is equal to negative 2 divided by negative 3. We cannot divide that, but based on the sign, negative divided by negative will result to, very good, positive number. So it will become positive 2/3 x. But this one, class, positive 6 divided by negative 3. Okay, very good. That is negative 2. Now, class, is this already in slope-intercept form? Okay, yes, very good. So now we have to determine what is our m and what is our b. So our m is the number beside the x. So we have 2/3. So this is our m. 2/3. What about our b? Okay, very good. That is negative 2. Remember, class, that slope is rise over run. So our rise is 2 and our run is 3. It means later on, while we're graphing it, we have to go, since this is positive, we have to go up 2 units, 1, 2, and then since our run is 3, we have to go 3 units to the right, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Again, let's start. We start graphing this equation by starting with the y-intercept, which is negative 2. Where is negative 2 on the graph? Is it on top or below the x-axis? Okay, very good. Negative 2 is here. Okay? So this is our starting point. Now, class, again, like what I've said, since we're going to go up 2 units and go to the right 3 units, starting with our starting point, go up 2 units, 1, and then 2. And then since from 2, we're going to move 3 units to the right. 1, 2, 3. So this is our next point. Okay, doing the rise over run again, we have go up 2 and then go 3 units to the right. So from this point, we're going to do rise over run again. We have 1, 2, and then 3 units to the right. 1, 2, 3. So this is our next point. Okay, so now that we have a point, we have points. Again, class, this one is 0, negative 2. All we have to do now is to connect the points. So this is the graph of 2x minus 3y is equal to 6. Okay, so for your turn, please answer number 4. So for number 4, we have 4x plus 5y is equal to 15. Remember, it should be in the form of y is equal to mx plus b. So please pause the video while you're answering it and resume once you're done. Okay, let's move to number 5. Okay, so let's erase this 4. And class, I want you to replace it by 3. Okay, let's continue. Again, class, we have to transform this equation into y is equal to mx plus b. So since we have 3y minus x is equal to negative 3, we have to eliminate negative x. So what's the opposite of negative x? Very good, positive x. So we're going to add plus x here and left and right sides of the equation. So now we can cancel this and then bring down 3y. So we have 3y is equal to, so since we have positive x, we write x. And since the sign of 3 is negative, we're going to put minus 3. Okay, class. Next, we have to divide all the terms with the coefficient of y, which is 3. Next step, 3 divided by 3 is simply 1. So we can just write y is equal to, do you see any number beside x? No. But since you don't see any number beside x, it's automatically as 1. So we have 1 over 3x. And then for this one, negative 3 divided by 3 will result to negative 1. So we write minus 1. Now, is this is in the form of y is equal to mx plus b? Okay, very good. So now, we have to determine what is our m and what is our b. So again, class, m is the number beside x, or the coefficient of x. So our m is 1/3. And our b is the constant, which is negative 1. Okay, so again, class, rise over run. For our slope, our rise is 1 and our run is 3. So later, when we're graphing it, we have to, since this is positive 1, we have to go up 1 unit and then go to the right 3 units. Okay, let's start. We can start by graphing it by starting at the starting point, which is the y-intercept, negative 1. So where can we find negative 1? Is it on top or below the x-axis? Okay, very good. Since it's negative, we can find it below the x-axis. So this point, class, is our starting point. Okay, so from here, we have to go up 1 unit and then go to the right 3 units. So from starting point, go up 1 unit and then go to the right 3 units. 1, 2, 3. So this is our next point. So doing the same step from this point, go up 1 unit and go to the right 3 units. 1, 2, 3. So this is our next point. Okay. So now that we already have the points, we can just connect the points. So this is 0, negative 1. So this is the graph of 3y minus x is equal to negative 3. Okay, so class, try to answer number 6. This will be the last part of the activity. So again, just a reminder, we have to transform this in the form y is equal to mx plus b.